Hello everybody, this is HC Gamers Elite, and I think I've actually finally decoded the way to rank up to the shotguns in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies. And what I figured out while figuring this out is that there's not one sure way to do it. There's multiple ways to do it. Some ways are harder than another, and some ways are somewhat slightly easier. Now, first off, let me talk about the tweet that that Jimmy Solinsky sent. First, it said that the ranking system is not a breadcrumb path, which pretty much means that there's not one sure way to do it. There's multiple ways to do it, and there's not a simple way to just say how to do it, and not just a guide. This has to be explained, and it has to be done in somewhat multiple ways. But first, I'm going to be talking about the tally marks. Now, we all must obviously know how the tally marks work, and it goes off how constantly you play the game, how much you play the game, how often you play the game, whatever. So if you play for 1 day in a row, you get 1 tally mark. If you play for 2 days in a row, you get 2 tally marks. If you play for 3 days in a row, you get 3 tally marks. If you play for 4 days in a row, you get 4 tally marks. And if you play for 5 days in a row, you will get 5 tally marks and the glowing blue eyes. Now, the ways to keep these is by continuously playing the game online, solo, whatever, and keep playing, and you will constantly keep your blue eyes and your 5 tallies. Now, if you go 5 days without playing, you will lose 5 tallies and your glowing blue eyes. Now let me go on to the emblems. There are 5 emblems. There is 1 bone, 2 bone, skull, skull with knife, and of course the skull with shotguns. Now, how these are obtained is about having a certain amount of kills and then an X amount of kill-death ratio, which is an X amount because it's a variable, and the number can change depending on, there's a range really of how many times you can get down. So first, 1 bone. That's the first emblem. We all know this one. It is very easy to get. You don't have to do anything. You can have 0 kills and 1,000 downs, and you will still have 1 bone. Now onto 2 bones. Okay, so you will need 1,000 kills and only about 10 to 30 downs, which is obviously way easier. But the next one, skull, you will need 2,500 kills and only about 30 to 70 downs. So that's how you get 2 bones, is by 1,000 kills and only 10 to 30 downs, and skulls is 2,500 kills and 30 to 70 downs. Now, to get the skull with knife, you need 10,000 kills and 70 to 180 downs. Now, the hardest one, skulls with shotguns, you will need 2,500 kills, no, 25,000 kills, my bad, and 180 to 200 downs. Now, this is obviously way harder. But people think it's glitched when it won't let you rank up or rank down. They allow you to reset your stats because let's say you mess up and you have 300 downs and only about 10,000 kills. They want you to restart so it doesn't take you, so you don't have to get 40,000 kills and 0 downs to be able to go and get shotguns. So they let you reset your stats so you can get a fresh start, so it's not virtually impossible to get shotguns. And let's say people were worrying about how come I can't get deranked. Well, let's say you have 30,000 kills and you only have 20 downs. It's going to be really extremely hard to get down yourself so many times and get 0 kills. You have to down yourself around 6,000 times to derank yourself, which is going to take weeks and months, which is why it makes it impossible to derank, or sometimes impossible to upgrade to rank up. So what you have to do is you have to unlock shotguns and maintain it. The reason why there's not one sure way to do it is because somebody might be better at zombies but still have skulls, and somebody can be a little tiny bit worse and still have skulls. But you can't derank. Some people can't derank. But like, let's say, alright, for shotguns, you can only have about 200 downs and 25,000 kills. Let's say you had 201 downs and 25,000 kills. You will be with skulls with knife. You will be deranked, demoted. And then let's say you get about another 500 kills and then no more downs. Then you will have and then you will go back up to shotguns. So that is a sure way to do it. So that's why you need to go into a solo match and kill as much zombies and then leave so it doesn't count your downs, so you can maintain shotguns and never have to worry about going down, because you will have so much kills that how many times you go down won't matter anymore. You will still always have the shotguns. You can go down 100 times, but you will still have 35,000 or so kills that it won't even harm you in any way. So that's why you can't be deranked. But let's say you have about maybe 180 deaths, 180 downs, and only 10,000 kills. You will need to reset your stats, because it's going to be extremely hard to come back up and do it all over again. It's going to be extremely hard to get shotguns if you can't go down. If you can't go down one time, but you need 2,000 or so kills without going down, which makes it way harder. But yeah, guys, that's the best way I could explain this to you. I know it's very difficult, but keep watching the video over and over until you understand it, because I know there are forums in which you can read it, and that's how I figured out about it. My friends have told me this, and I do have shotguns, and my friends also have shotguns as well. It's not as hard as it is. It's not hard to get it, but it's way harder to maintain it than it is to get it. But yeah, guys, that's it. Please comment, rate, and of course subscribe, and show this to your friends. And yeah, guys, see you. Peace.